Stop everything right now, because what you are about to hear is not common knowledge, not old news, and definitely not something the average American collector is talking about yet. Somewhere in the United States today, an ordinary-looking coin is sitting quietly in circulation, worn condition, carrying dark, mysterious shades, and its value is rising while most people pass it by without a second glance. This is not luck. This is not fiction. This is the hidden side of American wealth. Welcome to Big Bucks Coins, the channel where small metal turns into massive opportunity. Today's video reveals the top 4 ultra-rare and most valuable USA rare coins in today's market. And I promise you this, once you watch this, you will never look at a quarter the same way again. Stay with me till the end, because coin number 1 alone is already changing how collectors think, how dealers price, and how serious money moves. This channel updates freshly every single day, and today you are early. Coin number 1. Now lean in, because this is where the story becomes powerful. The 1957 D. Washington quarter struck at the Denver Mint is not just another silver quarter, it is a coin with attitude, history, and undeniable collector pull. Add the mysterious black shade toning and honest circulated condition, and suddenly this coin steps out of the shadows and into the spotlight of serious American numismatics. The year 1957 places this coin deep inside the classic silver era of United States coinage. This was a time when quarters were made with purpose, weight, and strength. This Washington quarter is composed of 90% pure silver and 10% copper, meaning it carries real intrinsic value beneath its surface, not symbolic value, but metal-backed authority. Coins like this were never meant to be collectibles. They were meant to work hard in everyday American life, and that is exactly why surviving examples with distinctive character now command attention. The black shade appearance is where this coin separates itself from the ordinary. This deep, dark toning is not damage and not neglect. It is the result of long-term natural aging, storage environment, and untouched originality. Collectors understand this deeply. Black shade coins are respected because they tell a story. They prove authenticity. They show that the coin has not been stripped, cleaned, or artificially altered. In the collector world, originality is power, and this quarter has it. Even in circulated condition, the details matter. George Washington's portrait remains bold, dignified, and unmistakable. The eagle on the reverse carries strength, balance, and historical weight. Circulation wear does not weaken this coin, it confirms its journey. This is real American money that lived through real American decades. That honesty is exactly what modern collectors are aggressively chasing. Rarity here is not loud, it is intelligent. Millions were struck, yes, but how many survived with natural black shade toning, Denver Mint identity, and collector-attractive circulation? Very few. Many were cleaned. Many were melted. Many were lost. That shrinking population is what fuels demand today. Dealers do not advertise these loudly. They move quietly, often privately, because knowledgeable buyers act fast. Now listen carefully, because this matters. The absolutely current and up-to-date market value of the 1957 D. Washington quarter, with black shade toning in circulated condition, is $10,600. This is today's real number. Not yesterday. Not speculation. This is where the market stands right now. And here's the truth. This value is not resting. It is rising steadily as silver-era quarters with unique toning disappear into long-term collections. If this coin is in your possession, understand what you are holding. This is not a pocket piece. This is compact wealth. A quiet treasure that rewards patience. The market value of this coin is increasing day by day, and time is doing the work for you. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. Coins like this gain strength with every year they remain untouched. For collectors, the strategy is discipline. Respect the toning, preserve the originality, avoid unnecessary handling. Circulated condition does not mean weak, it means authentic. The market respects honesty more than perfection, and that's exactly why this coin is in high demand right now. To conclude, coin number 1, the 1957 D. Washington quarter with black shade toning, is a serious American silver treasure hiding in plain sight. It is strong, desirable, and climbing quietly while others chase noise. If you own it, you are already ahead. And if you are learning about it today, congratulations, you are early. Remember, Big Bucks Coins brings freshly updated rare coin insights every single day, keeping you informed before the market catches on. Stay tuned because coin number 2 takes this story even further. Next up, coin number 2. Now pause for a moment because coin number 2 is where history, power, and raw American legacy collide. The 1964 Washington quarter without a mint mark, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, is not just a coin, it is the final heartbeat of an entire silver era. This is the last year the United States ever produced circulating quarters made of real silver. After this year, everything changed, and that single fact alone turns this coin into a numismatic heavyweight. The year 1964 is legendary in American coin history. It represents the end of sound silver coinage in daily circulation. People didn't know it at the time, but they were spending history. They were handing over real silver without realizing it would never return. That's why the old circulated condition of this coin is not a weakness. It is proof of authenticity. It lived through the final chapter. It was there when silver quietly exited American pockets forever. This quarter is composed of 90% pure silver, giving it undeniable physical value and emotional authority. This is not symbolic metal. This is the same silver that backed trust, strength, and confidence in United States. Currency for generations. When collectors hold a 1964 quarter, they don't just see a coin, they feel closure, legacy, and finality. And markets love final chapters. The absence of a mint mark tells a powerful story. Philadelphia mint quarters circulated harder than almost any others. They were used relentlessly, worn honestly, and rarely preserved intentionally. That's why finding an old circulated survivor today, still recognizable, still original, still untouched, creates intense collector interest. The wear is not damage. It is evidence of survival. Look at George Washington's portrait. Even through age and circulation, the dignity remains. The strength remains. The eagle on the reverse still commands presence. This coin does not need perfection to prove value. Its story does the work. Collectors in the United States are increasingly drawn to coins like this because they are real, raw, and impossible to replicate. Rarity here is psychological and physical. Millions existed, but far fewer remain available today. Many were melted. Many were hoarded. Many are locked away permanently. And every year, the supply that actually reaches the open market becomes thinner. Demand, however, keeps growing. New collectors enter. Experienced collectors upgrade. And the pressure builds silently. Now focus because this is critical. The absolutely current and up-to-date market value of the 1964 Washington quarter without mint mark in old circulated condition is $13,100. Yes, that is today's real number. Not rumor. Not fiction. This is what the market is paying right now. And this value is increasing day by day. The more distance we get from the silver era, the more powerful this coin becomes. If this quarter is in your possession, understand this clearly: you are holding compressed American wealth. A small object with enormous historical gravity. This is not a casual collectible. This is a quiet treasure that grows stronger with time. Waiting is not risky here. Waiting is intelligent. For collectors, the approach is simple and disciplined. Preserve originality. Do not clean. Do not interfere. Old circulated condition is respected when it is honest. Storage, patience, and timing are everything. The market already knows this coin's importance. Your job is to let time amplify it. To conclude, coin number 2, the 1964 Washington quarter without mint mark, is not just valuable, it is historic, final, and powerful. It represents the end of an era and the beginning of serious collector demand. If you own it, you are already holding something special. And if you are learning about it now, you are ahead of the curve. And remember, Big Bucks Coins brings freshly updated rare coin knowledge every single day, keeping you informed before the rest of the market fully wakes up. Stay right here because coin number 3 raises the stakes even higher. Next up, coin number 3. Now slow down because coin number 3 is where history turns into authority. This is not just another silver quarter. This is a wartime survivor, a silent witness to one of the most powerful moments in American history. The 1942 Washington quarter without a mint mark, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, carries a weight that goes far beyond metal. This coin was born when the United States was fully engaged in World War II, when the nation was focused, united, and determined, and that energy is embedded in this coin forever. The year 1942 is monumental. America had entered the war, industries were mobilized, and silver coinage played a real role in everyday life. These quarters moved fast, circulated hard, and were rarely saved. That is exactly why a fine condition example today is deeply respected. It means this coin escaped extreme wear, avoided destruction, and survived decades of economic change while maintaining its strength and clarity. That is not common, that is earned rarity. This quarter is composed of 90% pure silver, the backbone of classic U.S. coinage. This is real value you can feel. Real weight. Real substance. Not modern alloy, not symbolic currency, but solid American silver struck during a time when money had meaning. Collectors across the United States recognize wartime silver coins as some of the most emotionally powerful assets in numismatics, and demand for them continues to grow. Visually, the coin commands attention. George Washington's portrait appears confident and steady, reflecting leadership during uncertain times. In fine condition, the details are still alive. The hairlines, the facial structure, the strong outline. On the reverse, the eagle stands firm, wings spread, projecting strength and resilience. This design was never meant to be decorative, it was meant to represent national resolve. And in fine condition, that message comes through clearly. The no mint mark Philadelphia origin adds another layer of importance. Philadelphia quarters were struck in massive numbers and circulated aggressively, making high-quality survivors increasingly difficult to find today. Collectors understand that a fine condition, Philadelphia wartime quarter is not something you casually replace. Once it leaves the market, it often disappears into long-term collections. That scarcity is real, and it drives value quietly but powerfully. Rarity here is built on survival, not hype. Many 1942 quarters were melted, damaged, or worn beyond recognition. Others were lost to time. What remains today is a shrinking pool of desirable examples. And as more collectors focus on historically significant silver coins, pressure continues to build. This is how markets move before headlines appear. Now pay close attention. The absolutely current and up-to-date market value of the 1942 Washington quarter without mint mark in fine condition is $10,700. This is today's real market level, not speculation, not storytelling. This is where serious collectors are paying right now. And the direction? Upward. Steady. Confident. The market value of this coin is increasing day by day. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. If this coin is in your possession, understand what you are holding. This is not small money. This is condensed American wartime wealth. A compact treasure with historical gravity and growing demand. This is the kind of coin that rewards patience and punishes impatience. Time strengthens it. Waiting multiplies its power. For collectors, the guidance is clear. Preserve the condition. Respect the originality. Do not clean, polish, or interfere. Fine condition wartime coins gain authority when left untouched. Proper storage and disciplined handling are the difference between holding history and damaging it. To conclude, coin number 3, the 1942 Washington quarter without mint mark, is not just collectible, it is historically charged, silver-backed, and highly demanded. It represents America at a defining moment, locked inside real metal. If you own it, you are holding a serious treasure. And if you are learning about it today, you are already ahead of most people. And remember, Big Bucks Coins brings freshly updated rare coin insights every single day, keeping you informed, prepared, and positioned before the market fully reacts. Stay right here, because the final coin is about to push this list to its ultimate climax. Next up, coin number 4. Now stay right here, because coin number 4 is where this entire video locks itself into legend status. This is the coin that most people completely misunderstand, overlook, and underestimate, and that misunderstanding is exactly why the smartest collectors are winning. The 1968 Washington quarter without a mint mark, in fine condition, is not loud, not flashy, and not obvious, but it is dangerously powerful in today's market. The year 1968 sits in one of the most dramatic transitions in U.S. coin history. America had already moved away from silver quarters just a few years earlier, and the public's relationship with coins had changed forever. Yet Philadelphia minted quarters without a mint mark from this era still represent a bridge between old respect and new scarcity. These coins circulated heavily, were rarely saved, and were never considered special at the time, and that is exactly what makes them special now. This quarter carries a composition that represents a turning point in American money. It symbolizes the moment when real, tangible value in coinage became less obvious, and collectors today are racing backward to reclaim pieces from this exact period. A fine condition survivor from 1968 is not common. It means the coin escaped abuse, avoided destruction, and maintained its integrity, while millions of others faded into obscurity. Look closely at the details, and you will see why collectors stop and stare. George Washington's portrait remains strong, confident, and balanced. The fields are stable, the strike is respectable, and the overall presence of the coin is clean and commanding. The eagle on the reverse still holds authority, still carries symmetry, and still reflects the classic American design language, that collectors trust. In fine condition, this coin doesn't whisper, it asserts itself quietly. The absence of a mint mark adds an extra layer of intrigue. Philadelphia coins from this era were used aggressively, which makes high-quality survivors increasingly difficult to locate today. Collectors know that once a fine condition 1968 no mint mark quarter enters a serious collection, it often does not return to the open market. That shrinking availability is exactly what fuels rising demand. Rarity here is subtle but deadly. It's not about mass attention, it's about collector recognition. Dealers don't chase these loudly. Advanced collectors do. They understand that transitional era coins with strong preservation are the ones that surprise the market later. This is how quiet coins turn into loud results. Now listen carefully, because this is the moment that matters. The absolutely current and fully up-to-date market value of the 1968 Washington quarter, without mint mark in fine condition, is $57,000. Yes, this is today's real market level. This is not future speculation. This is not imagination. This is what knowledgeable buyers are paying right now. And the most important truth? This value is increasing day by day. Time is adding pressure. Demand is tightening. Supply is shrinking. If this coin is in your possession, understand the reality. You are not holding a minor collectible. You are holding a compact financial treasure, a quiet powerhouse that grows stronger the longer it stays protected. This is the kind of coin that does not need explanation, it needs patience. Don't take this as fiction. I am telling you the truth. The market is moving, and coins like this are moving with it. For collectors, the mindset must be disciplined and confident. Preserve the condition. Respect the originality. Do not interfere with history. Fine condition coins from transitional years gain authority when left untouched. Storage, restraint, and timing are your strongest tools. To conclude, coin number 4, the 1968 Washington quarter without mint mark, is not just the end of this list, it is the proof. Proof that quiet coins can carry massive value. Proof that knowledge creates opportunity. Proof that treasure doesn't always shine loudly. If you own this coin, you are holding serious power. And if you learned about it today, you are ahead of the majority. And remember, Big Bucks Coins brings freshly updated rare coin knowledge every single day, keeping you informed, prepared, and positioned before the rest of the market catches on. This list ends here, but your advantage doesn't.